will be talking about the important parts in the heart. This is the aorta, the largest artery in the body. It conducts freshly oxygenated blood from the heart to the tissues. Right atrium. This chamber of the heart receives the oxygenated blood from the body. Right ventricle. The chamber of the heart that pumps oxygen-poor blood to the lungs. Left ventricle. Receives blood from the left atrium and pumps the blood into the aorta for transport to the body cells. And finally, aortic valve. This heart valve is between the left ventricle and the aorta. It allows oxygen-rich blood to pass through the left ventricle into the ascending aorta.
Ventricular contraction causes the atrioventricular valve to close, which is the beginning of the ventricular contraction. The semilunar valve remains closed during this period. The pressure increases in the ventricle above the pressure in the aorta, causing the semilunar valve to open. When the ventricle relaxes and the pressure drops, blood flowing back into the relaxing ventricle causes the semilunar valve to close. The atrioventricular valve also remains closed during this period. Note that this is the beginning of the ventricular diastole, when the pressure in the ventricle is lower than the pressure in the atria. The atrioventricular valves open, allows blood to flow into the relaxed ventricle. The heartbeat starts at the sinoatrial node, where it signals to the atrium to contract. After the atrium has contracted, it then sends the message to the atrioventricular node. What the atrioventricular node could do is to message the ventricle to contract. Note that the ventricle only contracts when the message goes around the ventricle.